Was I really? I get the,
お、偉いぞ。毎日授業に出るのは学生の務めだからな。
everything up. Then for a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright. Right. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Hi, I'm Boxcat. Making sure it sounds okay. What's the level of this one? 32? Well, let's try this for now. Yes. Hi, I'm Boxcat. It's been a little bit. Oh, there's an event. Well, we're not doing that one today. We still need to finish up the Halloween events. And as you can see, I've dressed up for that. I did the best I could with what I had. I have a coat for when I go to like what do you call them? Interviews. A white shirt, a long strand of ribbon in place of a necktie because I don't own any neckties, and a necklace and earrings. That's the best I got for being able to dress up for the Halloween events. I intended to do this like actually during when the Halloween event was happening, but the time just didn't allow it. Honestly, it didn't really allow it today either, because that's why I'm late. But you know, I wanted to dress up at least once for the theme of the event. But yeah, I took kind of like the last week off. Last week and a half off-ish. Got some stuff done. Also didn't get some stuff done. I intended to get some stuff done, but then I got sidetracked with starting a different project, and that I wasted time doing that. but it is done-ish, almost. But I'm working on the second part of the touchstar of the recording, so that is productivity. It counts as productivity, even if it was only last night. But yes, we are back. My voice is crap. And yeah, I'm gonna work on that events. I'm gonna check something. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm looking at the KBPs here at the OBS, on the OBS, and it fluctuates from like green to yellow, occasionally red to yellow, to... We changed our internet provider recently. So, and we do still have the other one up, but I was curious when my computer was on, and I mean, it's working, so I guess it's okay. I'm gonna say it's okay. I don't know. Okay. But yes. We're doing that today. I do see there is another event. We're not doing that today. We need to get other things done. Oh yes, but how has everyone been? I hope people have been good. I could have sworn I had a topic picked out to talk to you about, but it's poof. It's not there anymore. I can't remember what I was thinking about for a topic. Oh, maybe it is this thing. I think it is. I hope it is. Alright, let's check. See if this destination location sounds location looks correct. Okay. I still haven't watched the anime actually. I want to do that on stream. I think there's 3 episodes out now. At least at this point. So maybe one of these days we'll do that. Or we do that as like a little like celebration after we finish this event. Probably have 4 or 5 episodes done by then. Maybe 4. I need to cut my hair. It's too long. It's longer than Jamil's. My makeshift tie keeps... Awesome. Fine. But yeah, hi. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's just do this. This is why I mostly read. I'm not good at talking. I'm so awkward. Right, Apple. Alright, the pot's in place. And we've got everything else we need. Shame we ended up having to haul it all the way here on foot, though. What was the point of wasting time on all that flight training? The witches were nice enough to loan you their things. Quit your grumbling. Fine. Let's just get on with the dyeing. Oh yeah, the cloth. We are dyeing that like gray piece of cloth or something, and turning it into a banner. Wait. We simply can't use the pot as is. What? Why not? It's iron. It'll dull in the vivid colors, hues of all those ingredients we gathered. I'm gonna guess that's probably true. Interesting. The pigments in the plants will blend into the iron and make all the fabric a sooty color. Indeed, that's exactly correct. Maybe I need to have my voice down. Alright, try that. Maybe I should have it lower? I swear I remember that I discovered a different way of doing this monitoring thing rather than my secondary old phone. And that also had a smaller lag time. But I can't remember if it was with a game, like with an indie game or with a phone game. And if that mattered. Oh, okay, oh, whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna hope that this is okay for sound audio levels. You know, sometimes it's good to be conscious of your voice, but other times it's just... It's a negative thing. Turning me down more. Okay, so yeah, so something about an iron pot. Come to think of it, I don't think the pot my Mima used was iron either. Right. I'm gonna save myself from that feeling. This looks so weird. Alright, turn the music down a teeny bit. Alright, there we go. Let me get a drink of water and let's continue this. Did anyone watch that Bon Appetit, Your Majesty K-drama on Netflix? I actually finished that like a couple weeks ago. It was really good. So last week or the week before? One of those two. I think the one before. But yeah, it was a good one. Okay, yes. Why are the rest of you standing around with your gapes? With your gapes ajar, that's what I was gonna say. That's not... Damn it. Alright, calm. Why are the rest of you standing around with your jaws agape? You may have some fancy magic tricks, but clearly you have much to learn in other regards. From where I'm standing, even Malleus is just it's just a baby sorely lacking in basic knowledge. I have a feeling Malleus is older than him. And Lilia, most certainly. At the end of the day, what really matters is science. You dare to lecture the great Malleus? What a rude monster. That's not very nice. He's an old man. He is a person, right? I don't know what he is. But that's still a bit rude. To summarize, we can't allow the plant-based dye solution to come into physical contact with the pots, yes? In which case, how do we avoid that? I would like to learn for future references. Figure something out with your magic. Weren't you just talking about science being what really matters? The key is to strike a proper balance. Something about logic doesn't quite add up. But I suppose I could form a magical film over the pot's surface while we're using it. Alright. Now the dyed fabric. It would dry quickly if we hung it at the top of that tree, but it seems difficult to reach. For you and Apple, perhaps. We've seen your skills firsthand. Step back and let me and Malleus take care of this. I mean, I know Malleus is tall, but is it just that Malleus is tall, and he's gonna use his height to do that thing, or are they gonna be on brooms? Know what I'm saying? Come on, Apple, let's do this. What? How do I figure into this? He's like, I'm small. Don't bring me into this. Vil just insulted you. Are you going to take that? Have you no pride in your flight magic? Oh, they are using flight. Okay, yeah. Are you content to be dismissed as a mage who can't fly without the aid of a broom? To be branded with the stigma of failure? Wait, so they can fly without a broom? I didn't realize that. How can you face your fellow dorm mates who shared your flight class struggles? Or your fellow Spell Drive Club members? Will you let an opportunity to vindicate yourself slip by? Now's the chance to demonstrate your prowess and prove Vil wrong. Vil's over here looking so like, why are you turning this into a big thing? I hardly said anything harsh enough to deserve such a response. Well, when you put it that way... Okay, I'll do it. That's the spirit? I mean, it is, Vil, but, you know... It's not hurting anyone. This is a good thing. They're supporting each other. It's bonding. It's just a flight up the tree. These spudlings can be so embarrassingly hammy. Sebek certainly seems to be enjoying himself a bit. Is that right? He seems like the same rude lout as ever to me. I hardly ever see Sebek conversing with people from outside Briar Valley. That's why I was trying to say it's like a good thing, bonding. Because Sebek's actually, he's trying to encourage his fellow freshmen. Here we go. It's especially rare to see him engaging with his fellow freshmen. Do you not see how excited he is when speaking with Velmir? Is he really? Well, I suppose it's a good thing. I suppose it's a good thing for Apple to gain a source of friendly rivalry. With that settled, let's get to it. The broom should be around here. What's this? What's this? What is that? It's a Trojan horse. Careful, there's someone inside. Ah, that's another Halloween prop. That's used for a real spectacle. One that'll knock your socks off. But what is it? A straw dog? It's a horse, can't you tell? Now that you mention it, I can kind of see the horse resemblance, I think. What? In what way is this a horse? The leg positions, the joints, the ear placements. It's all inaccurate. I know you're not in the equestrian club, but this should still be patently obvious with even a cursory look. And you still don't grasp it? Is he about to try to put Sebek in his place with, you know, his bad habit of, doing what he does? I feel like he is. You know, Sebek, this has been on my mind for a while now. What is it? Do you have a question? Very well. If you entreat my wisdom, I may be willing to impart some upon you. Okay, I wasn't expecting exactly that, but you're kind of insufferable. Insufferable? Insufferable? I was correcting you out of the goodness of my heart. And this is the thanks I get. I never asked you to. I know what a real horse looks like. You don't really need to butt in. What? You clearly have no manners if you would return goodwill with ill. Ugh, humans. They're like, you know, remember how we were talking about how this is a positive thing for their growth? Take that back. Back to square one. I was so certain he was enjoying conversation with his fellow freshmen. Perhaps I read into it overmuch. I feel like he was, but he was just being misunderstood. I mean, if you're autistic, you probably experienced something like that at least once. where you're trying to you have good intentions and are trying to correct someone, but they take it as insulting. I don't think he meant it. It's these little guys. I just remembered last time they jumped on Leona, jumped on his head. Scoot in so I'm not like slumping. Man, helping these guys out sounds boring. I know. We should prank them. Really throw them for a loop. Don't be stupid. Jack beat us black and blue. Black and green. Then what do we do? Oh, I got it. Let's tell the boss about them and... Ah, there you are. If it isn't our pal Scully. What's up? Are you here to help us? I suppose, in a manner of speaking. I'd like to help in achieving a holiday true to what Halloween is supposed to represent. I had a feeling something like this would happen. He'd just end up on the side of, like, the kids in Oogie Boogie. Huh? And I'm here to discuss that with you lovely, wonderful children. When you just say it, it sounds... It doesn't sound right if you don't know the context. Like, morally. Don't approach the children and try to make them do bad things with you. I'd be ever so grateful if you'd be willing to hear me out. Thanks to me, we finally got a catchy tune. Without lyrics because, you know, copyrights. You're in rather high spirits, Grim. Thanks to you. You didn't lift a paw. He danced. Zero looked like he was having a blast playing with him, too. Everything's going swimmingly on our end. What about your group, Doctor? Well, will we be ready for Halloween? Our preparations are flawless. You and Jack will be amazed tomorrow, just you wait. The food prep is also coming along nicely. Are you sure? Believe in her at least once, come on. If I know you, you're undoubtedly up to no good. You boys had best watch out. Sally is often trying to poison me. I've lost count of how many times she's slipped nightshade into my food to knock me out. Does nightshade have that effect? He's like, I might bring some home with me. It most certainly does. It makes me sleepy. It makes me sleep so soundly, hardly anything can wake me up. That's the first I've heard of that particular effect. Perhaps it's unique to Halloween Town. Sally? You're not plotting anything this time, are you? Don't be silly, Doctor. You've got nothing to worry about. Jamil put in a great effort, a great amount of work, actually. Why, he was working so hard, I hardly had any occasion to help at all. Yes. You can rest easy. Trey and I are taking full responsibility for all the preparations. That's very, very heartening to hear. You have my gratitude. What's Riddle doing? Because I believe he was part of the kitchen squad too? It was Riddle and someone else. How are things on your end? The doctor said your preparations were flawless. But I'd prefer to see it myself for my own peace of mind. That said, I'd like to believe that between Ville's fashion sense and Malleus's knowledge, there's nothing too strange afoot. I would never make Malleus personally tend to such a trifling task. Everything is proceeding smoothly, thanks to my efforts, and will be finished in short order. I think he's worried that all Sebek's ideas are gonna be like Malleus themed. He's gonna stray off topic of the goal. Their intentions. Oh, really? Very nice. Hey, I'm the one who put in the work. I did enough patchwork for me and Sebek. I contributed a ton. Excuse me? It was I who fixed up that shoddy gaudy banner you made. And it was me who stepped in when you got so bogged down in detailed work that you weren't gonna be done in time. Look, we can't help it, okay? That's me. That sentence. This text box. This is me. I'm suspected. Without as much insulting or worshipping. Or racism. I worked the hardest. No, I did. Okay, guys, you've both made your points. It's not a competition. Why must freshmen be so short-tempered? No kidding. It'd make my life a whole lot easier if they'd learn to cooperate a little more. And their attitudes. They're all walking cringe compilation generators. Yet they act like everyone else is the embarrassment. Idia, sweetie, honey. Sweetie, Let's... Don't talk, okay? Such is life. They're mellow with age, trust me. Am I actually hearing this from you people? Do humans just lose the ability to self-reflect at some point? It's certainly strange to see. We should be careful not to wind up that way ourselves. You know, as long as things get done, whatever. Banter as much as you want. As long as it all gets done. Okay, time for a quick break before we get to the finishing touches. And then tomorrow, it's finally Halloween. Right, we're almost done. Ditto. This is gonna be a Halloween for the books. The kind that brings a tear to the eye. A tear of terror. So you want to make them cry. Out of fear. Yeah, that too, yeah. Here's hoping that this time tomorrow we'll be back in Twisted Wonderland. What? Get out of here. What's... Leona, you have a new best buddy. Go on, scram. I keep telling you to stop following me. What's this? Is Zura attached to Leona? He turned his attention to Leona while Grim was dancing. Earlier. It seems they formed a fast friendship after playing a merry game of chase. Merry, if that's what you want to call it. Jeez. You like to yap. Leave me alone. Here, go play with this. Preferably someplace far away. Gonna throw it and then... He's a dog still. He's a ghost, but he's a dog. You throw something. They're gonna think it's a game. It doesn't send them away. Not like he's likely to believe. Yep. See, came right back. Why are you surprised? Have you never seen a dog play fetch? Have you never seen Jack chase after a frisbee? I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, sweetie. Why do you keep coming back? He wants you to throw the bone again. Perhaps he thinks you've assented to playing with him. What a delightful sight. You know, that outfit makes Leona look a little too, I don't know, mature? Suave? Honestly, it kind of weirds me out sometimes. It's like looking at a stranger. So seeing him act like the same old, easily annoyed Leona is oddly reassuring, in a way. I'm not certain that's a step up. That said, I suppose a bit of levity, like being hounded by a strange dog, could do him some good. True. When he was just standing around, those clothes seemed to suit him so well. It was a little scary. Your words, not mine. I brought some tea. My, what a nice aroma. What kind of tea is this? It's made from dried thistles. We found a lot of them, and Sally and I picked them together. I think I've actually made that before. Like, in school, we went for a little excursion, a little camping excursion. And at the campground, there was someone who taught us how to make tea with, like, just things from nature, from the area. And I know there was, like, it wasn't pine cones, but the what do you call them? Well, just like they said, we made tea with them. Where's log? Yeah, thistles. Because I do remember that. I don't remember like the ingredients to do it and like the how to do it. What? Because I'm sure you don't just pick them from a tree, put them in water, and then drink them. That'd be silly, but I'm sure you do something in between. But I do remember us learning how to do that. Obviously it didn't matter because I can't remember how to do it. But I do, it is a memory. I do remember doing it. What is you snorting? What in the world? There's some haze around my head. Oh, was that you, Zero? What was that? So I guess Zero isn't as visible, like to them, as they are to us, the viewer. What is it? Why are you circling around me? Maybe he's drawn to the smell of delicious food. Be nice to him, Jamil. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to... Whoa, hey, stop that! No licking my face! Come on now. The little dog is taking a shine to you. Don't be mean. Be a pal. You're about to regret those words. Oh dear, Zero. I'm afraid Leona's lonely now that he can't play with you. You were mocking, you had it coming. Hey, quit egging him on. Order of operations. Is that like still a thing they teach in school? The order of operations? I don't know what they teach in school anymore. The more I watch Zero, the more he reminds me of a real dog. Yeah. He reminds me of when I was a little kid. I used to really want a puppy. My parents said we couldn't keep a dog in a place that serves food, so I let go of the idea. But they're just so cute. If you didn't know, we did have a dog. She was the sweetest thing. A scaredy cat. Literally a dog with anxiety. So like relatable, but yeah, she was... Still, she was sweet. She was bearded collie. I never knew dogs could be so charming. I would enjoy sharing your company as well. What, does he not like them? No, you guys are doing it all wrong. You can't just reach out with an open hand like that. You'll scare the little doggo. Edie is right. Smaller creatures can be skittish and easily frightened by contact of that sort. You let them sniff your hand. Trey, Jade, you must be courteous in your approach. Like you're dealing with a hedgehog. I mean, I don't know about that, but... I mean, given I don't know how to deal with a hedgehog. Yep. Start by offering a closed hand for him to sniff and inspect. Once he's done inspecting you, and relaxes his guard, you can pet away. There's an order of operations here. You seem well versed in this. Have you had a pet dog before? I was debating on saying no, but I have a brother. No, but I'm fully trained after watching hundreds of videos of people playing with dogs. Here, I'll show you how it's done. Whatever he did, I don't think that's right. He bolted. Yep. Saw that coming. Really now? Can't we have a moment's peace to enjoy our tea? This is an embarrassing display from the entire group. Actually, the entire group isn't present. Is Scully not back yet? He said he was gonna help the kiddo trio. I saw them borrowing pillows and blankets from the witches. They're going to be a while. They've got a lot of stuff to get from all over town. Oh, that reminds me. I've got guest bedding at my house. I just need to go get it for you. In fact, let me take care of that right now. Would you mind managing what's left here? Of course, Jack. Don't worry about a thing. Wonderful. We're so close to Halloween. Keep up the good work, everyone. There's someone sitting in the chair. Is this a gift basket? It looks delicious. I happily accept. It's not like poisoned, is it? Did you see what was in the basket, Scully? Did you see what was in the basket Skellington was carrying? A box meal. Sully made it for him. I think he liked it. Sally, I think he liked it, Sally. Isn't that nice? Oh, yes. A food? Where's my chair? Of course, Grimm's focusing. He's always hungry. He's like a black hole. Is it me? Or do you detect a hint of bitterness in the air? I certainly do. I'd love to make a deal. That is, to assist Sally in achieving her goal. Seriously, guys, don't do anything tacky. And the air is bittersweet? Is the air edible? Give me some of that. Okay, sure, yeah, have as much as you want. Not even you can eat that, Grim. Yeah. You still got a lot of learning left to do, Furball. Huh? What are you guys smirking for? It's getting on my nerves. You know, something feels weird about that basket. Spare blankets, pillows, let's see. Maybe I should bring Zera's dog bed too. What would they do with that? No, leave his bed. I'm just kidding. I would never loan your bed out like that. Now let's take a quick break for dinner. And we can rejoin the others later. Yeah, I know, Zero. This will be a Halloween like nothing we've ever seen before. Tomorrow's gonna be a fantastic day. I would hate that doorbell. That was the doorbell. I wonder who it is. Come in! He's gonna be, like, kidnapped. Pardon the intrusion, Mr. Skellington. Oh, Scully! Make yourself at home. Is it just you? I don't see the prankster trio with you. What's the matter? You don't look too happy. Is something troubling you? Yes, actually. I'd like to reaffirm something with you. Might I ask you a few questions? Sure. Go right ahead. I'm an open book. Mr. Skellington, you said you wanted to make this year's Halloween a lively one, yes? Yep. That's the plan for tomorrow. And you said that doing nothing but following traditions was boring. I sure did. And that Halloween was not a holiday to be spent in solitude. Absolutely. Why, he's digging himself a hole. He probably could use some chopstick. Hello, Dumpster Bunny. Then, Mr. Skillington? Do you truly believe the other's version of Halloween is better? Do you believe that a rush's Halloween with crowds of people is the best kind? Rather than the solemn, noble Halloweens you've conducted? The ones we so revered? Do you believe their modern version of Halloween to be superior? Do I have the right to it? Yes, you do. I love new things. I'm genuinely glad you folks from Twisted Wonderland are here. Tomorrow is guaranteed to be the greatest of Halloweens. Like nothing anyone's seen before. Not if he can help it. I see. I understand now. Oh, have I answered all your questions? Yes. I understand the heart of the matter. I thought it was impossible. That I might be mistaken, surely. So I'm immensely grateful for your clarification. You've helped me reach a decision. Jack's just completely oblivious to, like, this eerie atmosphere that's going on with him. Scully. Really? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but hey, good for you. Yes. Good indeed. Oh dear, where are my manners? I've interrupted your mealtime. By all means, continue eating. I've actually brought something to drink. He used nightshade in it, didn't he? Would you care for a glass? Yeah, he totally poisoned a drink with a nightshade to knock Jack out and drag him to Oogie Boogie's place. Scully needs to be a little more open-minded. I know he's going through like a traumatic like moment because everything he believed his whole entire life has come like crashing down. But this isn't it. Halloween is fright. Halloween is aspiration. Halloween is a nightmare of our own creation. This is Halloween. The real Halloween. So? Linkin Park. Throw on that for Scully. Or Evanescence. Please, Jack Skellington, don't listen to those ignorant fools. Halloween doesn't have to be fun. Halloween should be solemn and noble. It has to be. Thought Jack Skellington of all people would understand that. That he wasn't like the others. Why does he always side with them? We need to calm down, sweetie. Oh dear, how embarrassing. I forgot myself for a moment there. Mr. Skellington, ever the gentleman, would shake his head if he saw such behavior. Please don't look so worried, Mr. Skellington. Leave everything to me. I promise I'll protect the true Halloween. Even from you. I know, he's about to be caught in the act. What's that noise? Is someone else here? Did they realize something was afoot? How cunning. Who could it be? I'm gonna guess Sally? No? Oh, it's us. Hello, Jack Skellington. If you think you can keep all the good food to yourself, think again. Give me that dinner in that bittersweet air. I mean, it's a good thing we did. So I guess I can forgive it this time, but... Scully just is gonna have to be like, he fell asleep. Let him rest. I mean, Grim probably would, accept that, that excuse. Scully, what are you doing here? Grim. And Maria as well. Jack sprawled out on the dinner table, snoozing away. What's he doing sleeping on the job when we got tons of Halloween prep work to do? It's like he has the same situation as Silver does. Although, I mean, Scully wouldn't know that because he doesn't know who Silver is, but... Hey, Jack. Hey! Sheesh. Can you believe this guy? He sleeps even more soundly than you, henchman. Oh dear. Now that you've seen me, I suppose I'm left with no choice. Scary nights. What's it gonna do to us? What do you think? Pumpkin? Oh wait, no, I think he actually showed us his magic before. And I just forgot. I just thought of something really dark. What happens when Scully turns someone into a pumpkin and some crazy rude kid comes along and tries to smash the pumpkin? I feel like nothing good. Nothing good. Test it out. Goodbye, Grim. It was nice knowing you. Yes, life as a jack-o'-lantern. It can be a new isekai. I died and reincarnated as a jack-o'-lantern. No stranger than the vending machine one. Am I a pumpkin right now? And then they'll go on adventures and he'll save Halloween. There, I just created a new anime. You are. I'd appreciate it if you could settle down for a bit in there until you revert back. What's going on? It's dark in here. Dear Meekrim, you really mustn't thrash about. You make me drop the bag with your lovely personage inside. The bag? Why do you put me in a bag? And why are we just standing here, like, to the side, just like... Why? To keep you from informing the others of what I did, of course. Or are we a pumpkin too? You see, I require Mr. Skellington to remain asleep for a while without anyone noticing. Wait, does that mean you put Jack to sleep? What? You didn't realize? Huh? I mean, of course I realized. You're one messed up guy, Scully. Oh no, I'm totally telling people. I mean, we could try to run away. I don't think we get very far. Maybe if we, jumped out the window? But... It kind of is. It kind of is. Yeah. It's all for the sake of Halloween. Surely you can understand that, Maria. If you don't, that would pose quite the conundrum. I don't have an extra bag for you. This will entail a slight change of plans. Do we need to discuss what happens next, my lovely compatriots? Who? Not at all, Scully. There's no point in discussing it. Oh. The three of us have it covered. Let's do the usual. 1, 2, 3! Well, Maria, shall we be off? We can spend a true Halloween together. I've no doubt you'll quite enjoy it. I'm being kidnapped. Someone help! He's gonna force me to sit in a corner in the dark. Oh no, little Zero. Zero, you're our only hope. You gotta go back and warn the others. No, but I think that actually is what he's gonna do if he wants us to celebrate his Halloween. Because I do remember him saying something about his Halloween is just like in a dark house with a single candlelight. So if he's saying he's gonna make us participate in his Halloween. I mean, it's a better situation than it could have been. Although it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so much. Gonna be bored in my mind. Jack sure is taking a while. Maria and Grim aren't back either. They're probably fighting over food in that basket. Grim was pretty determined to eat it. There's no stopping Grim once he gets like that. We'll just have to trust Maria to rein him in. You know I have no control over that thing. Still, they're taking way too long. Yes, Leona, use your animal instincts to realize what's happening. You're right about that. I think I'll go check up on them. I'll join you. There's something I was hoping to ask Jack anyway. What's that? His thoughts on the meal. I won't be able to ask with Sally around. No, I didn't. I had planned to, but I totally forgot, and by the time I remembered, the Halloween event was over. I think I was considering pulling for Jamil because he had a. I think he had a card that duoed with Riddle, which would have been a good addition to my team. Yeah. I'll get him next time around. Oh, of course. You're quite discreet, Jamil. Let us be off then, shall we? Everyone else, back to Halloween prep. I've actually grown, like, much... I've liked I mean, for the longest time, I wasn't sure about Sebek, but here in book 7, and the more recent events, I'm like, I understand you. He's grown on me. I had thought about pulling on Leona's banner too. Because, you know, I collect all the Leona cards. A tendency to do that. Or try. So he was actually another one I was considering pulling for if I had actually, you know, remembered. Of course. It's time for our last big push. Let's all split up and finish what's left to do. I just thought of something. What if Scully used his signature spell to turn people into pumpkins, and then he put the pumpkins in a pumpkin field, and you had to guess what pumpkin was the person. How hard do you think that would be? It's like a huge pumpkin patch. I'm over here! Help! Jack's house is just up ahead. And those are some steep steps. Falling down them would be no joke. Ah! What's the matter? Oh. Giant spider next to the front door. I feel that I'm trying really hard to ignore the daddy long leg that's on the ceiling right over there. I feel like we know their approximate location. Well, I guess once we got to that location and, you know, used our voice, we could determine which one it was. But it would still be quite inconvenient. Oh, that's doorbell. Don't you have those in Twisted Wonderland? You use them to alert the people in the house that they have visitors. Jamil's like, I know what a doorbell is. We have doorbells. This is just a very, distinct one. Oh, it's not a real spider. That scared the daylights out of me. Yes, it's not like my tie. Excuse me, wait, huh? That's real? Run, Jamil, run! It's like Jamil hears that, he's like, steps over a little bits. Get as far away from you as possible while trying to not be insulting. Yeah, I think it was mentioned briefly in like a book, the Scarabia book. Yeah, Clean would mention it like briefly, like, and I think in the that one event where they're at Coleen's home place. I guess I never noticed that. Or I forgot. By the way, that is a huge fucking spider. And it looks poisonous. I'm not touching that. Mayor, sir, can you, like, back away a little bit, please? Yeah. Wait, what? You mean the spider you've been wearing isn't fake? It's real? He's not answering. He's like, don't ignore this! Jack, you home? He's not answering. Actually, I don't even hear anyone inside. Strange. Is the door locked? Looks like it isn't. Let's take a look inside. Well, hopefully we left something behind. Oh, well, we left Zero behind. Wait. Earlier in the book, didn't one of them mention that they're like... that they understand... like animal language or something? That they're like the dog whisperer? I could have sworn someone mentioned something silly like that. Oh, I did hear there's gonna be a new Nightmare Before Christmas event. Yes, Jimmy only has to deal with this trauma once. So this is Jack's home, huh? But I don't see anyone here. Not Jack, not Maria, and not Grim. Did we somehow miss each other? Huh? Zero? You're here alone? What are you doing hiding under the desk? Looks like he's trying to tell us something. But I haven't the slightest idea what it could be. It was Jamil. Okay, so I thought they mentioned something like that. Where did you learn this? Really? Jack doesn't get enough cards. My sweetie pie. Shine bright like a little diamond. Look at my Jack plush. I speak a bit of canine. Let's see. Scully kidnapped Jack, Maria, and Grim? Oh. This is very convenient, but really, where did he learn it? What? Why would he do that? They all need those SSR cards. Like, I think I once counted how many SSR cards Deuce has, and like the rest of them, and Deuce had the least. Yeah, Deuce and Ruggy were near the bottom of the SSR cards, the amount of SSR cards that are available. And even for me, the ones like that I managed to collect. For the longest time, I had no SSR Deuces or Ruggies. I did eventually get a Ruggy, the SSR Drum Ruggy, but even now, I don't have any SSR Deuces. Halloween's tomorrow, and Jack's not here? Please, I'm only elected official here. I can't make decisions by myself. Yeah, whatever, I was thinking that. But I guess they're like... someone in the Twisted Wonderland, they have a Jamil bias. And then after this, it'll never be mentioned again. Mayor, please calm down. Oh, it's over. I've had a bad feeling ever since you boys showed up. That is rude, sir. I knew welcoming rapscallions into our town would only lead to trouble. I could sense the mischief rolling off you in waves. You've thought that about us the whole time? Regardless, panicking won't solve anything. I don't know why Scully would do this, but our top priority should be tracking them down. Let's go back and fill in the others. Then again, they're split up all over town now, and our smartphones don't work here. Oh, I can help there. I've got just a thing for spreading news all over town. We're gonna use the siren in the speaker. Yep. And so, in summary, we've got to find Jack. There's only one day left till Halloween. 3 hours! Oh yeah, 3 hours is not a lot of time. I need all of you to form search parties with anyone nearby to find Jack Skellington and his friends. Please! I know you can't see it very well, but doesn't the statue, the fountain statue, look like that one guy from Monsters, Inc.? And that's the gist. The mayor's driving around alerting the townfolk now. This is turning into a real mess. It certainly is. No wonder you came running back looking so panicked. I never would have guessed Scully to be capable of taking such drastic measures. Yes. I took him for a gentleman who prized priority or propriety above everything else. I wasn't expecting an act of violence from him. It would be actually, like... I don't know if they'd have them in, like, fake monster outfits. Or if, like... Or if they would turn them half monster in the events. But either way, I think it could be fun. Maria and Grimm have terrible luck getting dragged into this. We do. We have terrible luck in general. I doubt Scully would treat them too horribly. But the sooner we find them, the better. Agreed. Let's search for Scully and rescue the 3 captives. Jack Skellington was the one that made a promise to send us back to Twisted Wonderland. There's no guarantee that that promise will be fulfilled in his absence. 2. With the signee gone, we can hardly the signee gone, we can hardly expect our contract's term to be honored. Exactly. Time is of the essence here. If this year's Halloween is a bust, that's extremely bad for us. And if we don't find Jack until Halloween is over, what then? I wouldn't put it past him to tell us to stick around and make next year's Halloween a success. I could see that. He would! Well, I do enjoy Halloween. Spending an entire year preparing non-stop for one holiday would bore me to tears. There's an even bigger issue. If we spent a year out of school, we'd absolutely be held back. I think you're both missing the real issue here. I could never endure a whole year eating awful slop they call food. That is also a good point. None of you are worried about what actually matters here. Good grief. Is it just us in this area? So this is the group I'm stuck with searching for Scully. Great. Just great. You can do it, Jamil. Did you hear a loudspeaker just now? Yes, sir. This is turning into a real mess. Scully, that utter nincompoop. How could someone who goes on and on about revering Jack Skellington do something so contrary to the idea? He'll single-handedly ruin all our hard work. Yeah. Not to mention Maria and Grim are missing too. We better find them fast. Then let's find Scully and make him realize exactly whose side he's gotten himself on. I believe it's just the four of us here. We'll have to look for Scully ourselves. The four? Between you, me, and Sebek, I'm only counting 3 of us. Is Idia hiding somewhere? Oh, he totally is. Alright, thank you for coming by, Dumpster Bunny. It was good seeing you. You have a good night. Yeah, I remember we did see Idia like just barely in the screen, the frame of the screen at the beginning. I mean, yeah, checks out. Of course. Come out, human. Don't bother trying to hide. How did you know I was there? I was briefing as quiet as I could. Do you think someone as suspicious as yourself would escape my notice? If this Halloween isn't a success, we will have no way of returning Malleus to Twisted Wonderland. I won't allow anyone to escape. We shall venture out to search for Scully with our full force brought to bear. Yeah. I've got no issue with venturing or whatever. But working with you guys is, well... Come along, Idia. Whoa, let me go! No, I don't want to get dragged along with Team Spartan. I mean, come on, this is Jack we're talking about. I'll probably give Scully to slip and come back on his own. So someone ought to stay with Zero and wait in case he shows up, right? That could be me. It's like, nope. This is no time for spouting nonsense. Hold on a moment. Zero's had plenty of exposure to Grimm's scents. We could use that. I heard Zero over the mic while the mayor was talking. They should be together. Humans, before we go searching for Jack, let's pay Zero a quick visit. mean, Zera is still a dog. I see. This is certainly unexpected. Stupid badger. Why do you have to pull such a boneheaded stunt? I guess I'll have to find him and get this mess sorted out myself. Where are you going, King Scholar? Do you intend to handle this matter alone? Figures that much is obvious. I'm under no obligation to team up with you just because you happen to be nearby. The child of man's whereabouts are also unknown. We cannot risk the worst coming to pass. In the interest of swift resolution in the interest of as swift a revolution as possible, I prefer to avoid wasting any time. Oh, hello, Jitaru! Welcome in! Thank you for the raid! Oh, hope everyone's doing good. We're playing some Twisted Wonderland. We're trying to finish up the Halloween events. Hello! Yes, I decided to dress up for the event today. I meant to do it when the event was actually, like, happening, real time, but I never got around to it, so... Yeah, this is, like, the best I've got. Good enough. Yeah, I did the best I could with what I got. What were you guys playing? I'm glad you can at least recognize that it's true. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one. Or those ones. Are those indie visual novels? Oh yeah, I'd love to have them. Oh! I'll definitely play them then. I actually haven't streamed for like a week and a half. And I meant to actually get stuff done during that time. I mean, originally it was because I was feeling crappy because of my period, but I also wanted to get stuff done. But somehow I ended up making an entire Otome Jam spreadsheet to share for everyone to check off, for anyone, myself and anyone else to check off, like, keep track of what they played. I'll need to check both of those out. I mean, we could use a body pillow for a lot of characters. Body pillows, Christmas ornaments, perfumes, what else? Anything, right? Yep. You want to smell your favorite Otome boy? Well, we have the perfect perfume for you. It'd probably sell. It'd probably sell. I wonder what he'd smell like. What would his scent be? Oh yeah? The only way I'd be wasting time is by sticking with you. Or does the great and powerful Malleus Draconia have trouble functioning if he's not constantly surrounded by his retainers? You think lemon, clean air, and man? Whatever man smells like. That or a cat. Yes, the lemon. The fresh scents of lemon, laundry, and stray alleyway cats. But just a hint of that, because, you know... Oh no, the whole bottle is covered with, like, cat hair. A little cat's like a figure on the top. I can see it. Meanwhile, Takeru's smell is just like a donut. I don't think I want to know what Okazaki's smell would be like. You know, considering his preferences in food. And yeah, I feel like it would. Mm-hmm. Goodness, I'm ever so sorry. You must have been scared being left all alone and helpless. You poor thing. I'm trying to think what combination would work. don't know. Can you not see that I was trying to spare you your embarrassment of being outplayed by the Graves? Think I'd lose to that little badger? Just worry about yourself. If you insist. You shall rue your refusal of my goodwill soon enough. Yeah, they don't get along, as you can see. All right. You have a good night. And thank you for coming by. What's this? Yuri thought you had no desire for us to work together. I was already heading this way. Not my fault you decided to tag along. I sensed someone's presence in the mansion further up. It was you who followed me. You're not the only one who can pick up on presences. I'll check it out. You go search somewhere else. No, I'll go. Why do you always act like such a spoiled brat? Says the... You both have issues, okay? Spoiled brats. Just who do you think you're talking to? Poor Trey. It's okay, sweetie. He's suffering the most. Am I supposed to go with them? Just me and the two guys who can't get along just me and the two guys who can't... Yeah, just me and the two guys who get along as well as cats and dogs? I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. Hello? Is there anyone else around? Nope. Oh boy. Like, Jamil, buddy, where are you? He's gonna cry in relief once he sees someone else. I'll just quietly slip out while they're bickering and find another group instead. I guess that's not happening. This is getting us nowhere. Clover, weigh in. What do you think? Who, me? Sure, why not? Let's ask him which of us is right, me or you. Who's right? I'm not sure either of you are. If you're both going in the same direction anyway, I don't see why you even need to argue about it. He'd take Riddle over those two any day. Just where could Scully be? Do you guys have any ideas? I can't say I do, I'm afraid. I don't even know what Scully's goal is. Not to mention, we hardly know anything about the Halloween Town. A manhunt in a strange land? This does sound like an uphill battle. Yeah. And Halloween's just hours away. If we run around with no leads, we'll miss the deadline in no time. At times like this, we need to formulate a plan and proceed with caution or... It sounds like a bug. Is someone there? Oh, it's just a rat. And that's a common enough sight for Halloween Town. And whatever is the matter, Jamil? You've gone rigid. And you're standing on the tips of your toes. Nothing. Just... Oh, did you think it was a bug? Look, what do you expect? Halloween Town's crawling with those things. Where do they even come from? You can't look anywhere without seeing a line of them creeping or crawling. Right in broad daylight, too. Do they style themselves as full-fledged Halloween Town residents? I can't stand that brazen attitude of theirs. What's Jamil so angry about? It's hard to say, but he must have been holding this in ever since we came to Halloween Town. I mean, I know Jamil and I have our issues, but I feel for him. He wants to get out of here as fast as humanly possible. And I would too. I mean, it'd be fine. I'd be fine, but when I actually would get conscious of all the bugs there, all the creepy crawly things, when I actually would become conscious of their existence, then it's not so fun anymore. And I just want to leave. Honestly, my heart skips a beat every time I hear a noise. There's no telling when they might come skittering out of the woodwork. Like that. Ah! Wait. I didn't think you'd freak out that bad. Locke. You've got a lot of nerves showing your face around us. According to Zero, you and your prankster friends are in cahoots with Scully. We sure are. After all, what could be a funnier prank than kidnapping Jack right before Halloween? Scully said to play with you guys until Halloween hits. So here I am. What do you want to play? Oh. Now I get it. He orchestrated you to stall us. It is rather funny. Though I'd be more amused if our own futures weren't at stake. You're the dictionary definition of a moth drawn to the flame, Locke. You tell us where Scully is this instant. You think I'll tell you just because you're acting all bossy? What are you, stupid? Stupid? Did you just call me stupid? You have some nerve. Prepare yourself. Riddle, you're... I know he's annoying, but he's still a child. Alright, caught him. Hey, let me go. If you're mean to me, I'm gonna tell the boss on you. Don't worry. We'll play nice as long as you answer our questions. I'll ask you again, Locke. Do you know where Scully is? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Really? He's in town hall. Everyone just sitting around being pals. There, I answered your question. Now let me go. What? Why are you smirking like that? Did you actually think we'd believe you? We know you kids are shameless liars. No offense, but we need some verification. What kind of verification? Jade? Certainly. Don't be afraid. I want to help you. Be very afraid. Be absolutely horrified. Shock the hearts. You must answer my questions truthfully. Do you know where Scully J. Graves is right now? I do. And where is he? He took Jack, that weird cat, and the cat's owner to the hill past the graveyard. So that's where he really is. I knew that kid was lying the first time. Yeah, that did seem like too easy a place. And surely someone would have already looked there. Good thing we have Jade here. That just saved us from an entire wild goose chase. Signature spell that makes anyone speak the truth just once. That's quite insidious. Why, thank you. Riddle's like, that wasn't exactly a compliment. Well, shall we pay Scully a visit? Huh? What was I doing again? Locke, you're free to go now. Whoa, really? I'm off the hook? Yeah. We don't have any more questions for you. Besides, we won't get rough with a kid. Gosh, you guys are so nice. It's an inspiration. Tell you what, I'll give you something nice to make up for my prank. Oh, Jamil, no. Switch spots. Switch spots. From one creepy crawly hater to another. Switch spots. Make someone else take it. Azul, sweetie, come here. Here. Oh dear. Locke just threw a large caterpillar. A large caterpillar. And it landed right on Jamil's forehead. No. No, he's frozen in fear, sweetie. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. He hates bugs. He's not even trying to bat it away. He's just frozen stiff. The poor soul. If you really felt sorry for him, get the bug off. You're truly deplorable. There, Jamil. I've removed the offending bug. Yeah, honestly, just the whole being here. He just wants to leave. And yeah, if he's gonna face Oogie Boogie, that's I don't think Jamil's gonna be in the running for fighting him. He's gonna be passed out cold. Thank you, Riddle. Thank you. I owe you my life. I think you're blowing this a bit out of proportion. What? The caterpillar. Look at it. Or stop. Get that thing away from me. It's the same length as my forefinger. We all know what that means. It's poisonous? I don't know what it means, actually, but I'm guessing it's nothing good. Oh. Rule 434. What? If you see a caterpillar exactly 7 centimeters high, you must recite a poem to its discoverer. You're bringing rules into this? Huh? What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. I couldn't agree more. I'm at a loss for words. For all the times to stumble across one of those ridiculous rural scenarios. Locke, I'm going to recite a poem to you. Now listen closely. No way, that sounds boring. I don't wanna. That's too bad. You need to listen to my poem. Those are the rules. Jeez, why are you so intense? This is a bunch of nonsense. It's weirding me out. Wait! You showed us a caterpillar exactly 7 centimeters long. You must listen to my poem. No, I don't wanna. Let's just go on without him. Riddle, where are you going? We need to head to where Scully is. Oh dear. He's chasing Locke back down the road we just came from. This is getting out of hand. Agreed. Let's just ignore Riddle and get moving so we can... We need to protect Locke! What? Huh? What? Think about it. If Riddle flies off the handle and does any harm to that child, all of us could be sued by their guardian. Okay. I don't think their guardian would care. Because their guardian is Oogie, right? Or do they actually have, like, parents? Do they even have lawyers here? completely lost the plot too? We agreed to go to the hill. Jade, you take care of the rest. All right. See you soon. And he's gone. What is wrong with those two? It's just you and... It's just... Jamil and Jay now. JJ squad. Fine. I guess we just have to do what needs to be done ourselves. Understood. Let's work together. And capture Locke. No, Jade, really, are you doing this? He's doing this intentionally. No reason why. He's just doing because, you know... Because it feels right. Not in the moral sense, but in the sense that it'll annoy Jamil. It just feels like the right decision. What? Why? If we capture Locke before Azul and Riddle can manage it. Oh, just imagine their looks of surprise. We know where Scully is. We don't even need Locke for anything else. So why are none of you heading to the hill? Remember, if we can't pull off this Halloween, we won't be able to go back to Twisted Wonderland. We were supposed to head for the hill and get Jack Skellington back ASAP. That was the entire plan. But no, these people... I knew those two didn't work well with others, but I still figured we could easily subdue Scully with them on our team. Their bizarre strictness and weirdly broad benevolence is seriously something else. It utterly eclipses anything I'm capable of. You truly do prize your plans, don't you, Jamil? I suppose that's why you're the Vice House Warden of Scarabia. The dormant mindfulness. Of course I do. That's reasonable. As opposed to certain people who show no regard whatsoever for whatever is currently at stake. True. They're certainly Vash. Azul sets high targets, leaps for them, falls flat on his face, then pops back up again like a tilting doll. And Riddle, for all his extolling of strict etiquette and rules, is capable of absurdly drastic measures when he shows agitation. Even I find myself stunned by their behavior and remark to myself, something is very wrong with that individual. Now you're just trashing them relentlessly. I agree with everything you just said, but where are you going with this? The thing is, I find it difficult to disregard their sixth sense as well as my own. Sixth sense? Seems more like chasing after run-of-the-mill hunches. Have a thought of those for us subjected to the whims of vague feelings. Subjected, That's a fair complaint. They don't remotely fear making fools of themselves or failing, or incurring grudges from others with their self-centered conduct. Again, where are you going with this? Are you insinuating that in contrast to them, I'm a coward afraid to act for fear of failure? Just gonna be like, no, but are you? Not in the least. The point I'm making is... those two are almost certainly putting on some truly hilarious sketch comedy. We should go have a laugh at them together. That's not funny! Look, you're the only one who can get the prankster trio to tell the truth. None of the others have any way to discern the fact from fiction. They're probably scrambling around without any decent leads. What happens if Jack's rescue comes too late for Halloween to happen? Don't worry. Our group is comprised of exceptional individuals. I'm certain they'll find Scully eventually. In fact, don't you feel as though our group is Don't you feel our group is capable of something considering we've pinpointed Scully's location this quickly? And that something is capturing Locke and bragging to Riddle and Ace? Riddle and Azul? That's ludicrous. No, it's Snoop Dogg. We can't even get any more intel out of Locke. There's no point whatsoever in... No. Wait. What is it? Okay, I'm with you. Let's follow Riddle and Azul. Wait, you truly mean that? Don't act so shocked when it was your proposal in the first place. I've got an idea. What a bunch of weirdos. Just listen. It won't take long, he says. Who'd actually buy that? I'm sick and tired of running away. I'll just hide somewhere nearby. Found you, Locke. It's the caterpillar guy. Who are you calling the caterpillar guy? Cut it out, just hearing that word gives me goosebumps. Locke, would you be willing to come with us? You already said you were done with me. Why are you chasing me now? We've had a change of plans. You see, I'm a coward at heart. I'm afraid of failure, and I'm also afraid of making a public fool of myself. But I'm very good at making plans one step ahead of others. Jamil, did you take my prior remarks personally? Yes. You hit a little too into targets. I think there's a reason I'm always like, whenever I take Twisted Wonderland dorm tests, I'm always put in Scarabia. And maybe that's the same reason why I have the curse of Jamil. Not in the least. If you've got time to go on irrelevant tangents, get on with the capture. Consider it done. I know I keep looking at the statue, but I just notice the, like, how it's posed. Like, its hands are on its neck. And it's throwing up, well, I guess green water in this case, but if it were real, probably blood. So... Interesting choice of architecture. Yeah, it does look radioactive. I wouldn't touch that, that water. Not a soul in sight. I suppose everyone must be looking for Jack. It was so busy here before. It feels way more eerie when it's all quiet like this. Yep. Jack Skellington! Is that too loud? Maria! Grimm! If you're there, say so! No answer. You scared the living daylights out of me. Could you not yell at the top of your lungs next time? My ears are ringing. Did you forget the part about Scully putting Jack to sleep? He wouldn't be able to answer you even if he was here. And when in the world would you expect abductees to actually be like, hey, I'm right here? It'd be common sense to gag them or duct tape their mouths shut so they can't talk. My Idia, it's so impressive how knowledgeable you are about abduction mythology. He's like, I've watched my fair share of, like, crime detective shows. I mean, anyone who has watched crime detective shows, you eventually begin to understand the methodology and can predict it. You don't have to make fun of me for it, you know? We don't have time to search at random. Is there anything that might help us retrace Scully's steps? For example, does anyone know what Scully's favorite place in this area is? Hello! I doubt someone as sentimental as him would lock up someone he respects in a filthy hovel. Wouldn't he choose a favorite spot? When he feels is befitting of Jack? Likely the hill. Knowing Scully, he's probably got literally all of Halloween Town listed in his favorites. True. Scully was gushing about every single place we visited. I have no ideas to offer there, but... something occurred to me when you mentioned he'd taken Jack Skellington with him. If Jack was asleep, it would be rather difficult to carry an unconscious person. Well, a Skellington. No matter how bare bones Jack may be, he's still quite tall. Someone inexperienced with such things would struggle to haul around someone so lanky when they're unconscious. Alright, we're cooking. Meaning, it's a safe assumption that Scully hasn't gotten very far. Goodness. Sometimes your insight astounds me. I suppose there's a reason the phrase, right under your nose, exists. Let's try looking near Jack's house. I believe his residence was this way. Hurry! Not so fast. You're not taking another step. You! Miscreants. His name's Beryl. You have a lot of nerve showing your face in front of us. What do you want with us? I don't suppose you're here to tell us where Jack is out of the goodness of your hearts? Nope. I promised Scully I'd play with you until Halloween was over. You didn't keep your word when you promised me you wouldn't start any uproars? But you're willing to keep your word with Scully. Huh? I don't remember saying that. What an irksome little monster you are. You're talking to a child, but I mean, I understand. You're in for the scolding of a lifetime. The ghosts here seem different from those in Twisted Wonderland. They're more freewheeling and cryptic than the ones in Oddworld. And they're extremely quirky. Nothing we say gets through to them at all. It's a huge hassle. They're certainly pesky. We can't even leave this area, much less search for Jack. Judging by our prior conversation, I doubt we can get this miscreant to tell us where Jack is. And even if we could, there's no way to gauge the veracity of his claims. True. We'd be wasting our time trying to engage him as a group. Apple and I will handle this. Edie and Sebek, you two go without us. What? I need to punish this irksome miscreant. You should search for Scully instead. Silence, Cucumber. Cucumber? It's clear that a lone Cucumber going up against a swarm of ghosts would get surrounded and thoroughly thrashed. Besides which, I'm tired of your company. You're loud and insufferable. Not to mention rude. He's just being very blunt here, isn't he? I trust you won't disappoint me with such behavior, Apple. Phil. Yes, sir. I'll do my best to make myself useful. Though I might just steal your spotlight. Bold words. You have my figurative sword as well. Edie, this isn't the Lord of the Rings. But I applauded the amount of enthusiasm. I don't want it. Weren't you listening? You're going with Sebek. But I don't wanna. You're not the only guy tired of being around him, you know? What good would it do for two house wardens to both stay behind? Show that freshmen what leadership looks like. Now I'm getting saddled with a huge chore. Being a house warden is way more trouble than it's worth. While I take extreme umbrage at being passed around like some kind of hot potato, the fact remains that we have no time for bickering. I shall leave this battle to you, humans. Heck, they're gone. Uh-oh. Those two are gonna yell at me and call me names. I better go after them quick. Not so fast. You won't be taking another step. I don't have time to play with you guys. Oh, really? I thought you were supposed to play with us until Halloween's over. Little Apple here has taken quite a shine to you. Play nice, won't you? Yeah, Beryl. We've got plenty of time. You and I are gonna play a whole lot. And by play, they mean we're gonna attack him. Child abuse. Wait. Pause. I can't handle any more running. What? You want another break? You do know who you're with, right, Sebek? The closest thing he's ever done to exercise is just dance. You sat plenty when you were at Jack's house. Look, could you please not compare my stamina to that of a guy who's literally all muscle from head to toe? We've been running ourselves ragged, checking every single potentially suspicious spot near Jack's place. And we haven't turned up any sign of Scully. But our search area has only been in a 100-meter radius around Jack's house. We're not gonna find him running around at random. We need to pause for a moment, chill, and rework a plan. It's always something with you, isn't it? We don't have time to pause. Why are you slouching down in front of me? Like you're gonna... Whoa! I'll carry you on my back. You can rack your brains for ideas in the meantime. Take it. You're not walking, so you know what? It's unacceptable. It's acceptable. What? So I'm stuck on a piggyback ride until I come up with some genius idea? I don't like running, but I take issue with this. And I can't exactly conjure up an inspiration on demand. Okay, let's see. What if we change up our angle of approach? Like, I don't know. If we can't find Scully, we could flush him out instead? Flush him out. I hadn't considered that. Of course, someone who never leaves the house would have a different perspective. Your reclusive nature is coming in handy for once. I can think of several ways to force him out of his hole. Fire, foundation, smoke attacks, starvation tactics. Preferably something less violent and more short-term, thanks. In that case, I could shock criticisms of Jack. Actually, What? Why? Speaking in purely hypothetical terms, describing a scenario that I would hope never ever actually comes to pass. I mean, in regards to their admiration of the figure, Sebek and Scully are pretty similar. So, you can imagine if someone shouted insults to Malleus, Sebek would be there. He would you would notice him. So if that's his like the conclusion he's come to, then this might actually be a good idea. It sounds stupid, but it might actually be a good idea. If I heard someone speaking ill of Malleus, I absolutely would not let it go unchallenged. I would give such a scoundrel a thorough lecture about Malleus's greatness, and make them take back their disrespectful remarks. If Scully's respect for Jack is genuine, then surely he'll do the same for Jack. With that settled... Stop, think this through, Sebek. If you raise your voice here... Jump off his back. Hurry! Close your ears! Quit thrashing about on my back. Sit still and stay put. Oh, my hip bone. I'll consider it a plus that I got out of the involuntary piggyback ride, but... Oh, crud. Lock your ears, Idia! Jack Skellington, do you hear me, you worthless assemblage of bones? How could you let yourself be kidnapped by Scully of all people? Some master of Halloween you are! Dude, no way. Did he seriously get mad and come over? Oh no, it's just a ghost. Oh no. More ghosts. A fresh batch, it seems. They're royally peeved. This is your fault for thrashing Jack so thoroughly, Sebek. I can't argue. We can't do anything if we don't get out of this mess first. Hide! Or maybe not. Growl? The ghosts aren't showing any signs of leaving. If anything, they're building in numbers. We can't hide here forever. If we don't do something, Ville's insults will never be disproven. Entirely unacceptable. I'll handle the ghosts. Idia, you search for Scully in the meantime. What? Dude, absolutely not. There's no way you can handle that many. Have you already forgotten what Phil said? He'll get surrounded and thoroughly thrashed. I refuse to shy away from a challenge just because it looks difficult. And the outcome is hardly clear until I try. No, it's pretty clear. You're gonna lose, guaranteed. 100%. It's impossible. As in, literally not possible. Dashing yourselves on the rock of an unwinnable battle is beyond pointless. If you want to indulge in the tropes of a weakling going into battle with the odds stacked against them, do it on your own. Don't involve me. Did you just call me an anime protagonist? A weakling? No, he called you an anime protagonist. It's a compliment. I mean, not really, but you could take it as a compliment. Let's not get violent. You're gonna rip up my bow tie. How dare you call me a weakling? This insult shall not stand. Okay, but like, you are. I mean, sure, you got stamina for days, but your magic could use some work, right? Edie might be onto something because if I remember correctly, Sebek's SSR Dorm card, when I used it in the Book 7 battles, you know, the ones where you lose health, where it's like an actual health bar. He died so easily. So there might be some truth in what Idia says. You're freshman level at best. Basically on par with guys like Apple or Scully. First, I thought maybe you're just hopeless with strategy. The way you were firing spells head-on at ghosts that could easily be dodged. But it's actually because you're bad at controlling your magic, isn't it? I can tell you're the type that's high output, low control. I don't want to hear about matters of pride from a guy who can't or won't openly acknowledge his own skill issue. Well, what do you want from me? I know better than anyone I'm not strong enough. I'm reminded of it every day I spend training. But the last thing I want is to say I didn't even try just because I wasn't strong enough. If you're asking what I want, this is why Vil sent me along, right? What? You go on without me. I'll handle things here. Idia. No? Why are you suddenly acting so theatrical? Let him have his moments. Dude, come on. I just wanted to be the stoic go on without me. I got this guy. You ruined this. The cooler thing for you to do would be, I owe you, and run off dramatically. You're the one who's been whining non-stop for breaks. Of course talking heroically out of nowhere would throw me for a loop. Well, that's the deal regardless. You want to prove Vil wrong about you? You don't exactly have time to brandy words with me. Get going and do your heroics or whatever. I don't want to run anymore. Is that your real motivation? Yeah. It's like I said. Don't compare me to the musclehead like you. Now I feel like a fool for being moved. You're truly irksome. I find your company less bearable by the moment. do. Given time, you two might eventually get along. It's actually an interesting, like, duo. Sebek and Idia. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's get one thing straight. This is the last time I will ever do this. Do as you say, human. Yeah. Run along now. He's finally gone. Normally, I could absolutely not be bothered to give something like this a serious effort. Way too much hassle. But it'd be a pretty bad look if I didn't win after sending Sebek on his way. With that in mind, guess I'll show you guys the difference in our power levels. Yes, I've always wanted to say that. Congratulations on making a dream come true. Thought I picked up some traces, but they turned out to be Halloween Town locals. What a waste of time that was. They weren't too much of a tizzy over Jack being missing to even say whether they'd seen Scully. Then a certain lizard freaked them out even worse. They all ran before I could get anything useful out of them. Can you think of anything more annoying, Trey? And who is to blame for this waste of time, If we wanted to question the locals, we should have done as I suggested, and enshrouded the city in magic so no one could escape. No! Isn't it a pity that someone wouldn't listen to my sensible advice? Sensible? That's not sensible! Guys, could you please not use me as an intermediary for your arguments? Let's start by discussing how we're going to look for Scully. After all, the three of us are all here together. For one thing, do you have any idea why Scully would abduct Jack in the first place? Doesn't he idolize Jack Skellington? It's probably because he idolizes him. Jack Skellington was putting our opinions over his at pretty much every turn. Understandable why that might rub someone's fur the wrong way. Truly? But did he not say that he accepted our idea of Halloween? Are you serious? It's easy to say something without actually meaning it. He was pretty defeated back there. Kept sighing to himself and everything. Really? If you noticed that, you could have tried to cheer him up a bit. It's Leona. Jamil was on top of it every time I came up. No reason for me to step in. But I wasn't expecting a hassle this big to come out of it. That stupid batch is a real nuisance.
Sure is. Scully's pretty stupid, alright. Just like you guys.
Shock? What are you doing here? Well, I'll be. One of the Skellington's kidnappers came to face us alone. You're brave, I'll give you that.
Scully says you guys want to play with me.
Whoa! She just slept on Malice's head again.
If you want to play that bad, I guess I'll throw you a bone. Got any games in mind?
She's gonna grab the horns and be like, "Giddy up, cowboy!" She's gonna grab him by the horns. You're letting a little brat tug at your horns. What a nice guy you are. Leona, this is not the time to be having a laugh at his expense. Hold on, Malleus. I'll get shock off you, so...
Like I'd ever let you grab me.
Come on now. Be good and do as we... She gave me the slip. Leona, help me out here. Atta girl, Shock. Keep it up. Don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. Your name is Shock, is it? I may be lenient, but even my patience has its limits. One slight I could overlook, but two. I shall make you rue the day you ever crossed me.
Uh-oh, Malleus is mad.
Well, everyone in town knows where we are right now. This isn't good. This isn't good. What's the matter? I thought he wanted to play with me. Come now, don't be shy. I'll be more than happy to play your game.
Now there's lightning bolts.
Malleus, stop! Don't get so bent out of shape for a child. Haven't you scared her enough? Enough? Surely you're joking, Clover. Mannerless curs deserve far more punishment than this. No, seriously. If you keep this up, it's going to go way beyond punishment. Even if it did, is there any reason that should concern us? You bet your hide there is. Remember what Jack Skellington said? He said he wanted to hold Halloween with everyone in Halloween Town. That includes this kid. If you hurt her to the point where she can't take part in Halloween, Skellington's not gonna thank us for saving him. He could easily turn on us. They started this dispute, not us. I'm certain Skellington would understand once we explained our side.
Not sure about that. Let's just tone it down.
Look, Malleus, a gargoyle! Okay, let me see if I got this straight. If I was someone from your kingdom and they got injured, you'd instantly agree it was their own fault, no argument at all? What a troublesome situation. Chuck, in honor of your king, Jack Skellington, I shall stay my hand.
I was just doing what Scully said. Why is this happening to me? It's not fair.
You made her cry. Chuck's running away. In her defense, it is pretty messed up of Scully to tell anyone to try to stall you two. I never do anything like that. I feel kinda bad for her, honestly. Graves is indeed foolish for even trying to slow me down with such pitiful ghosts. Took the words right out of my mouth. Huh? Leona, are you actually agreeing with Malleus's power? Did you hit your head on something, King Scholar? No? My head's in perfectly fine shape. Something's been bugging me for a while, though. Who is Scully? Well, his name is Scully J. Graves. And he's from some small remote town nobody's ever heard of. Okay. And why would a 16-year-old mage venture out of his small town to Sage's Island entirely on his own? My guess would be to visit relatives. Or maybe to go to school. Those are the most obvious answers, yes? So at first, I figured he must be a student at Royal Sword Academy. But I haven't been able to shake this nagging feeling that something's off. I'm still going with the he's from a different time, period. Theory. Really? He talks and acts much like a gentleman. I figured it had to be a Royal Sword Academy or nothing. Not that part. I'm talking about his weirdly skewed knowledge. Why wouldn't he know who Malleus is? When even regular people know that he's an infamous mage.
Time period.
Even if he grew up in the sticks, there's no excuse for an Arcane Academy student on Sage's Island to not know who Malleus is. You'd have to be literally living under a rock to be that ignorant. There was one person who didn't know who I was.
Oh. Alright, I guess we'll have to continue there. Us. So I guess they're gonna guess he's from another world. Like us. I guess that's also a possibility. Anyway, I guess that's the end of it. And we'll continue this, at another time. Ooh. Anyway, thank you everyone who stopped by. It was great seeing people. It was great having ya. Yeah, and thank you for the raid. Yeah, we'll, continue the series, next week. I think we're on the last book, maybe? So I'm pretty sure we're pretty close to the end. So yeah, hopefully next time we play, we'll be able to finish. And hopefully next time we play, my phone will have more battery, so we can go longer. But that's gonna be it. So yeah. Yeah, I might do something tomorrow, maybe. I didn't make a schedule this week, so it's kind of just, whatever happens, happens. So maybe tomorrow or the day after, I'll do something. But I guess we'll see. Maybe we can do Twisted Wonderland. Twisted Wonderland. We'll see. But yeah, keep a lookout for the lives or the VODs of the continuation. And yeah. Yep. Have a great night, evening, afternoon, or day. Whichever. I'm gonna go charge this. Right. Bye bye. I will.